What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Mets Central. This is Mets Fan Reaction Game 109, where the New York Mets defeat the Los Angeles Angels by a score of 5-1, and they start off this three-game set against the Angels with a nice overall team win. Look, you got very good starting pitching today from Paul Blackburn, who did make his Mets debut. You got very good bullpen outings from Jose Budo, who tossed 2 innings, and Phil Maton, who closed it out in the 9th inning. Got some very good hitting. Big up to Brandon Nimmo. He had a very good bounce back game. He's been in a cold stretch lately, but 3 for 5 game today. Very nice, and that's what we want to see. Yeah, Pete Alonso hitting a nice two-run home run, and yeah, just solid all out throughout the lineup. But like I mentioned, the one big factor that I really like, Paul Blackburn, Mets debut, he pitched very well, gave you 6 big innings, which is very big for this starting rotation because a lot of times we see a lot of guys in this rotation do not give you length. And it's very nice when Paul Blackburn, who was brought in to be a 5th, 4th starter, is giving innings like that. Now, look, if Tyler McGill was pitching today, would he have given you those? Would he have given you that length? Probably not. But this is why David Stearns brought Paul Blackburn in, because he knew that, Paul Blackburn is the type of guy that throws strikes, doesn't walk a lot of guys, and could give you innings. Now, I mean, look, at the trade deadline, us Mets fans, we all wanted a big-time starting pitcher, a big ace, especially since Senga went down. We covered on the podcast that we would have liked guys like Blake Snell, Tariq Skubal, but it didn't happen for the Mets. Stearns went out. He got Blackburn, and listen, it's only one start, but you got to give Paul Blackburn credit. Pitched very well today. My only one concern that I had about Paul Blackburn today was that he did let up a bit too many guys on base. And, when you play against a team like the Angels, who don't really have any firepower in the lineup, I know they have Mike Trout, but he's hurt right now. But when you go up against a lineup like the LA Angels, where they don't have a lot of firepower, they don't have a lot of depth in the lineup, you can get away with that. But if you start to face, better opposition, teams like the Braves, the Phillies, the Brewers, the Dodgers, at that point, you could get hurt there. But I will give him a little benefit of the doubt. It was his first start as a Met. Obviously his first team, his first other team since, because he's only spent his whole career with the Oakland A's so far. So first start with a new team. He never pitched to Francisco Alvarez, so I'm sure there's gonna be a nice little grace period where they're gonna get to know each other, get to know what pitches Blackburn likes to throw in which situation and stuff. But that will all get sorted out. But like I said, big up to him. He pitched very well today. 6 strong innings. You always like that out of a starting pitcher, especially in today's MLB. But yeah, before we actually get into the game recap, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and we want to keep feeding you content for the rest of the Mets season. So yeah, just make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe every time you come in and watch a new video that's uploaded. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so let you know anytime we upload a video or go live on the channel. But yeah, let's get into this game recap. Like I mentioned before, Paul Blackburn was on the mound today, making his debut for the Mets. And for the Angels, you had Tyler Anderson on the mound. So getting the game started, Francisco Alvarez leading off would strike out. Brandon Nimmo then hit a single into right field. JD Martinez would walk, first and second for the Mets. A nice opportunity to get a lead. Fortunately, though, Mets would come up short this inning as Pete Alonso would strike out and Mark Vientos would strike out as well to end the inning. Then bottom of the first, Nolan Shanuel would hit a single into right field. It's actually off the first pitch of Paul Blackburn. So, maybe it looked a little shaky, but he'd settle down. He would then get Luis Rengifo to strike out. He would then walk Logan O'Hoppe, and then he'd get a big double play as he'd get Willie Calhoun to ground into an inning and a double play. Then top of the second, Jose Iglesias would hit a leadoff double. Tyrone Taylor would fly out to left field. Francisco Alvarez, who has been a little cold recently, got a big hit right here, hit an RBI single as he would bring in Jose Iglesias to score. 1-0 Mets. Harrison Bader would then ground into a force out. Then Harrison Bader would steal second, and Francisco Lindor would pop out to Luis Gourmet at second to end the inning. Sorry. Then bottom of the second, Taylor Ward will fly out to Tyrone Taylor in right. Mickey Moniak will hit a single. Then Zach Neto will be hit by a pitch. Joe Adell will then hit a single. So that would bring in Mickey Moniak to tie the game up at 1-1. Then a nice throw by Francisco Alvarez that he would catch Joe Adell trying to steal second base, and then Luis Guillorme would be called out on strikes. Then top of the third, Brandon Nimmo would hit a single. He would then steal second. Then JD Martinez would fly out to left field. Pete Alonso, which, he came up in the first inning, had a chance to give the Mets the lead, couldn't struck out, but this time he's able to give the Mets the lead as he'd hit a 2-run home run into left field to put the Mets up 3-1. Mark Fields would then ground out. Jose Iglesias would reach base on a bad fielding error by Luis Guillorme, which surprised me because we all know Luis Guillorme, especially on his time with the Mets, has very nice hands and a silky glove. And it was a nice, easy roller to second base. So I'm very much surprised that he messed that up. And then at the end of the inning, Tyrone Taylor would pop out softly to Nolan Shangle at first base. Then bottom of the third, nice, easy 1-2-3 inning for Blackburn. So you get Nolan Shangle to fly out to Harrison Bader in center. You get Luis Rengifo to strike out swinging, and then he would get Logan O'Hoppe to ground out to Mark Fields at third. Then top of the fourth, Francisco Alvarez would ground out to Zach Neto at short. Harrison Bader would hit a single. Lindor fly out to Mickey Moniak in right. Brandon Nimmo would hit a single, and JD Martinez would fly out to end the inning. Then bottom of the fourth, Willie Calhoun would fly out to Tyrone Taylor in right. Taylor Ward would walk. Mickey Moniak would hit a single. So first and second there for the Angels. Thankfully, though, Paul Blackburn would get out of the inning, though, as he would get Zach Neto to strike out, and he would get Joe Adell to ground out to Mark Fields at third to end the inning. Then top of the fifth, defensive substitution as Brandon Drury would come in to replace Luis Rengifo at third base. Pete Alonso would walk to start the inning. Mark Fields would hit a single. So first and second with the Mets, nobody out. Jose Iglesias would hit a force out. That moves Pete over to third. Iglesias would get the first. Tyrone Taylor would then pop out, and Francisco Alvarez to pop out. And then he would pop out to Luis Guillorme at second base, which very frustrating there as it would be a pop-up by Francisco Alvarez, like I said. And it looked like Luis Guillorme was not going to make the play, but somehow he made a very nice diving play, which is just confusing because he made that diving play, but yet he screwed up the easy ground ball on the ball that Jose Iglesias hit. But, I guess that's baseball. Weird shit happens. Then bottom of the fifth, Luis Guillorme would be called out on strikes. Nolan Shangle will hit a single, but Paul Blackburn would make a nice pitch as he would get Brandon Drury to ground into an inning-end double play. Top of the sixth, Mike Baumann replaces Tyler Anderson. Harrison Bader would hit a single. Francisco Lindor would hit a single. So first and second for the Mets, and that actually on that single, it was a nice bunt single there. So like I mentioned before, first and second for the Mets. Brandon Nimmo would then hit a fly out. Then JD Martinez, who has been struggling from time to time here and there, down the stretch so far the Mets, he would come up with a big hit, a nice single to make it 4-1 Mets. Pete Alonso would then strike out. Mark Vientos would then reach on a fielding error by Zach Neto, so that would drive another run to make it 5-1 Mets. Then a wild pitch by Mike Baumann. JD Martinez would advance to third, and Mark Vientos would advance to second base. Mets couldn't capitalize, though, as Jose Iglesias would strike out the end of the inning. Bottom of the sixth, Logan O'Hoppe would strike out. Willie Calhoun would ground out to Pete Alonso at first base. Taylor Ward would hit a single, and Mickey Moniak would ground out to Jose Iglesias at second at the end of the inning. Then top of the seventh, Ronci Contreras came in to replace Mike Baumann. Tyrone Taylor would get a leadoff single. Francisco Alvarez would strike out. Harrison Bader called out on strikes, and Francisco Lindor would ground out the end of the inning. So then moving on to the bottom of the seventh, Jose Budo came in to replace Paul Blackburn. And like I mentioned before, very nice outing for Paul Blackburn. His final line, 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Obviously, 0 home runs allowed, and that lowers his season ERA down to 4.11. So like I mentioned at the start of the video, very nice outing for Paul Blackburn. And like I mentioned also before, the only concern that I had and the only thing I didn't like from his game is that he did let up a little bit too many base runners for me. Like as the stat line mentions, 6 hits and 2 walks. You want to see him cut down on that, as you face a better team like that, it could cost you. But like I said, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because new team, he might have been a little nervous. But at the end of the day, it was a very solid first outing from him as a Met. So I'm gonna give him a nice round of applause there for him. But like I mentioned before, Jose Budo came in to replace him. He would get Zach Neto to strike out on the changeup. Joe Adell would also strike out on the changeup. Love Jose Buto's changeup. That pitch is nasty. Then he would get Luis Guillorme to ground out to Pete Alonso at first base in the inning. Top of the 8th, Brandon Nimmo would strike out. JD Martinez would ground out to Zach Neto, and Pete Alonso would be called out on strikes in the inning. Then bottom of the 8th, Jose Buto came out again for this inning. He would get Nolan Shangle to line out sharply to Tyrone Taylor. He would get Brandon Drury to ground out to Francisco Lindor at short, and he would get Logan O'Hoppe to be called out on strikes. So a nice, easy 2 innings of work there for Jose Buto. I love to see that for him. Then top of the 9th, pitching change. Jose Marte came in to replace Contreras. Mark Vientos would strike out the inning. Jose Iglesias grounded out to Brandon Drury. Tyrone Taylor would hit a single, and Francisco Alvarez, unlucky, he would hit a hard line drive, but it would be caught by Joe Adell to end the inning. Then bottom of the 9th, defensive substitution. Jeff McNeil came in to replace Mark Vientos. And then pitching change, Phil Maton came on to pitch the 9th inning, replacing Jose Buto, and he'd have a nice, easy 1-2-3 inning. A little bit of a long at bat. Willie Calhoun made Maton work. I think that was like a 10-pitch at bat, but he'd get him to ground out to Jeff McNeil second. Taylor would then line out to Jeff McNeil. Sorry, and then Maton ended the game by striking out Mickey Moniak. So, yeah, like I mentioned at the start of the video, nice team win by the Mets. You know, very nice work from the bullpen and Buto and Maton. Impressive debut for Paul Blackburn, and just some nice hitting overall from the lineup. You know, like I mentioned before, you got a big bounce back game from Brandon Nimmo, who went 3 for 5. Pete hit that nice home run to put the Mets up 3-1, and JD Martinez hit a nice single to put the Mets up 4-1. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said before at the start of the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell to let you know when we upload a video or go live on the channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Mets take the first one of this 3-game set against the Angels, and they take the first game of this 10-game road trip. So listen, win the game tomorrow, win the series, then hopefully try to go for a sweep, and then you go on to St. Louis. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace, baby. Let's go Mets.